In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 1 of The Old Man. The Old Man is an American thriller television series which premiered on FX with a 2-episode premiere on June 16th, 2022. Episode 1 was an hour and a half long, as well as episode 2. Episode 2 was also an hour and a half long. This is a show created by Jonathan E. Steinberg and Robert Levine, and it's based on the 2017 novel of the same name. It tells the story of Dan Chase, played by Jeff Bridges, who was a former CIA operative who has been living off the grid close to 3 decades, but then an assassin comes out to hunt him, and then he must go into hiding once again. Now, not only does Jeff Bridges star as Dan Chase, the character of Harold Harper, the FBI's assistant director for counterintelligence, is played by John Lithgow, as well as this show also stars Amy Brenneman as Zoe. This show is very, very interesting, and it's very interesting based off of the development-wise. Now, each episode is written by the creators, Jonathan E. Steinberg and Robert Levine, and the first 2 episodes were directed by director John Watts, who you remember directed the entire new Marvel Spider-Man trilogy. This episode is really, really focused on what Jeff Bridges has been doing for the past 3 decades as he's hiding out. Not only that, he has his 2 dogs with him, both who are Rottweilers. They themselves are characters in this show, and it's great. It's a very slow-paced, slow-going first episode. And you're trying to figure out, okay, what's going on? Because also he has hallucinations of his wife. She had dementia, and he keeps waking up trying to figure out what's going on. We don't know if it's in his mind or if he's paranoid or whatever, but we find out that he's not paranoid or he's not anxious. We also get flashbacks of when the younger version of Dan Chase. So it just goes right into the flashbacks. There's no timetable of when it happens, but we get like tidbits of dialogue that says it took place in the 1980s. So it's really interesting to see how everything plays out. Now, this first episode is slow going, as I said, in the very first, I want to say, hour or 45 minutes. The last 30 to 35 minutes is really, really good. You see Jeff Bridges' characters, Dan Chase, just give it to these people that are hunting him, and the dogs get involved. It's such a great scene. The action is interesting. A lot of people might say it's that John Wick feel to it with the dogs and Jeff Bridges playing someone who's on the run, who had a secret past for whatsoever. This is a really, really good show so far. I love the writing. I love the pace. Some might find the pace too slow, doesn't know what's going on. But the aspect of how they fleshed out this story, which was based on the novel of the same name, and if you haven't read the novel, do so, because then you'll understand what's going on in this show. The dialogue is really good between Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow over the phone. A lot of dialogue over the phone, a lot of slow pans, a lot of steady shots and reaction shots and slow camera movements and pans, which was really, really fun and really great to see. If you want action, you're going to have to wait, because this is just getting the story started, and it's I believe, 6 to 8 episode season. I'm not too sure. But listen, it's Jeff Bridges in a action thriller television series. I mean, Jeff Bridges in a TV series, or what else do you want? Along with John Lithgow, who is a tremendous actor. Both of them are both tremendous actors. This is a first season series, and I'm curious to see what happens. I mean, it's great. It's slow pace. You yourself are trying to figure out, okay, what is this secret that they have? Why, after all 3 decades, are they coming back to hunt this character, Dan Chase? And what does the assistant director for counterintelligence at the FBI, Harold Harper, have in store for Dan Chase? It's really interesting, and also it's crazy to think, like, okay, is everything going on in his mind, or is he hallucinating? The very first couple scenes in this episode are very based on cognitive issues, dementia, being anxious, paranoid, trying to being aware of your surroundings. I mean, he's a former CIA operative. You have to be on your, P's and Q's, cross your T's, dot your I's, just to, make sure nothing's going on. It's really fun. It's really great. And I absolutely can't wait to see what the rest of this series is. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 1 of The Old Man. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? Did you like the writing and the pacing of it? Do you like seeing Jeff Bridges in a role like this? Do you think it fits him perfectly? What do you think the story is? What do you think it's going to be about? And do you like John Lithgow playing a supporting role in this as well? Let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked, and I'll see you guys in the next review video. And like I stated, this was a 2-episode premiere when it released on FX, and it's on next day on Hulu on June 16th, 2022. But be sure you check out my episode 2 review of The Old Man right here.